This is Judge Joe Brown, and you're watching We All Be News TV, the
News-free Dixie.
News-free Dixie for the 21st century.
So I always tell brothers, I said, this is your ambition. Say, develop the backbone so that you can take a stand when you need to, sometimes when you don't need to. Learn how to shoot a pistol, a shotgun, and a rifle. Get as much information in your head as you can. Get yourself a decent job where you're not answering the folk to the extent where they can control what you think and do. Get yourself a CCW, that's a permit to carry a concealed weapon. Organize and start getting known to your fellow people. And do something.
That's right. That's part of man training.
That if you are in a position where if the police gun you down for no cause, you've got 15 seconds to operate, pull your stuff and shoot back. The bad man tries to take you out. Take him to Valhalla with you.
Wow.
Learn martial arts. You don't need to learn all the pretty boy forms, but learn how to kill with your bare hands. Learn how to choke somebody out. Learn the rudiments of how to fight with a knife, or at least take somebody out with one. Learn how you can use a baseball bat. Aluminum softball bats make outstanding weapons. Learn how to use your belt with an appropriate buckle as a weapon. Watch your six. Get in the habit of being observant. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Don't always try to stand out by being conspicuous due to something crazy with some clashing colors on you looking like a circus clown. Pull your pants up. You look like somebody who is a homosexual in the making in a prison when you walk around with your pants hung below your butt. Plus, if somebody got after you, you couldn't run. You'd fall flat down with your butt up in the air. Learn what urban camouflage is. There's nothing wrong with getting your head together so you could do something with yourself. You see, people all have a circle around them. Some people's circle's real small. Some people's circle is real big. And that circle includes those people you feel and act obligated to take care of, deal with, and protect. To guide, give counsel to, and to dispense wisdom to after you've taken the time, effort, and the opportunity to develop wisdom in something to dispense. So you got me preaching it.
No, well, it just needs to be heard, though. This is clarity of wisdom and vision. Like you said, the millennials are looking for elders that they can respect. Like you said, so many went for Bernie Sanders last year. But the thing about it is, people blame millennials or the young people for a lot of stuff, but they inherited the mess. Like, they didn't get a chance to do some of the things y'all were able to do 40 or 50, 60 years ago.
Well, I'll say this. A lot of this is our fault. One of the biggest things is for the generic generation of the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
See, we were very well prepared and trained, unlike everybody else since us. We had to wear shine shoes. Girls had to wear bobby socks, skirts an inch below the knee, white blouses, no earrings, only studs if they had pierced ears and a note from the parents, no jewelry, no nothing like that, no sandals. The guys had to have their shirts tucked in, have a belt on, and your pants were expected to be cleaned and pressed So was your shirt, your hair combed, and, we had to take mandatory classes. You had to pass them or you didn't pass to the next grade. And we learned certain things. We had certain things and information at our disposal and certain knowledge. That let us become ideally suited to make choices. We put in place a thing where it's all about what you want to be rather than what you should or ought to be. And that was as a reaction to certain circumstances, and I think it was understandable. It was not without its merit in terms of the position. But what we did not realize is when you started taking kids that were not prepared to make those choices, who didn't have the body of information that we had all had drummed into our heads, well, when they made those choices, they made the easy ones, and what came out was not too good. We also had a thing that started in the late 60s as a reaction to Vietnam. Feminists and others started going around saying war was a man thing, so the way to stop war was to change the way boys were reared to be men. Men needed to learn to express themselves, to cry, to emote, to shout, to let it all hang out like girls. So you got unisex child toys, unisex child rearing, unisex child clothing. Boys couldn't play with cap guns or water pistols, but it was okay to play with dolls. So boys needed to cry, to shout, to emote, to let it all hang out instead of being so uptight and under so much self-control. A lot of white males who couldn't make it in the white male world supported that. The gays wanted that to be the case too, because they wanted to overthrow what they looked at was oppression that kept them from being what they wanted to be. And a lot of people weren't born that way. They just chose to want to be that way as an expression of the dynamic of I can choose what I want to choose to do. But in any event, you started getting it in the media and the books and everything else, and it got pushed. The men should be emotional. They should cry. It's okay to be a coward and run. You should not be expected to stand up to a bully. The teachers, the parents, and the police should do that, even if we're only talking about 7- and 8-year-olds. What comes out of it is not good. I'm sure feminists hate this when I say it.
Well, everybody got an opinion. But
yeah, but you know what the bottom line is?
What's that?
3:17 a.m. You're at home. There's breaking glass. Somebody's breaking in. If you are a man, do you look forward to the encounter and say, oh, man, wow, excitement, because you've prepared yourself? Are you a woman who's home alone and you said, oh, my God, what am I going to do? Are you a man and woman together and you're the guy saying, oh, I get to do my thing, and the woman says, thank God I've got this man here with me? That's breaking it down to its bare essentials.
Yes, sir. That's heavy right there.
You see how it works?
Yes, sir. Yeah, a man is willing to die for his, regardless. A lot of people say you got to be willing to live, but you got to be willing to die for what you want to.
Yeah, you can't live if you're not ready to die, because you can't really live to the fullest extent if your death is so important to you that you hold yourself back too much.
That's deep right there. Wow.